I've been getting tested a lot. I've had a lot of tests and go places and stuff. I'm out negative. I've been very blessed. But I have been tested that, I'm not going to lie, a little loose. Baby boy is not. It's from my nose's perspective. The streets doing what it had. Okay? It's nose. Like, my nose is so melt things. I feel like I no lie, I'm starting to just like the walking in like, I need to get out of here. This is terrible. You know? This is insane. Where they stuck in my nose, I fainted, right? Passed out. And I don't know if she stuck it up so far that my brain, because then I wake out my nose, right? I wake later and she's gone. I'm like, you left me? And she was like, get a doctor, because I thought this has never happened. Up on being an alpha. I faint too much for a black guy. I faint a lot. I faints well. You know what I mean? Like standing there crossed-armed and I melt. You know what I mean? Hard. Like when I faint, that people look at me different. You know, because I saw my friend, he tripped and he fell. He messed up his arm really bad. It was like an anatomy lesson. He threw his arm, so I fainted where I stood. But instead of just like too far apart, so then my knee opened again under the weight, sort of twerked myself down, rested on the ground.
Please like and subscribe bell and tell a friend. Huge help. If you tell, sharing is great. There's like a share. They might click on it.
How you guys doing? You guys good? I'm not in New York, and I was waiting for the elevator comes on the elevator. Old. Just the first one. Eve is on the elevator doors closed by me, and she immediately, right? Crazy that like there's still old people that works. Cause even if it was my purse, I would have been like, thing. You know, there's only 3 floors. Yell at an old thing. I feel weird in my head. So I fought. It was a quiet one. It was a silent and so. Neither one of us got off that elevator. Family is important. I think of the human experience. Teaches you would never talk to others. I mean, like not everyone's like me, my uncle. No, not at all. And I saw my uncle coming. I would face. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want. If I were just sitting in a car, I would lock the doors. And if you look like you have a question, speak to you or your family. Be me, you know. But for me, uncles are like it. You know what I mean? You know, be a sip of beer when your mom's uncle be like, this is crap! Those are 2 very different lanes from school, you know what I mean? Like, will try to give me advice. He is so clearly in advice he gives me. He's literally and talking. He's not all. You know, example, I was talking about, I was like, hey, things going well for me. I'm just gonna happen next. I just want to be due. And my suspects? Entire conversation.
Dallas, Texas, for Josh Johnson.
It is that everybody, you are to everybody that you know. The idea in our heads, we understand to our parents than we are to our coworkers. Every single person, each other, how we meet each other, what we mean to each other. I have a friend growing up, his Squish. Guy's name, accident prone. In fact, the way he was walking, the kid was calfed on a pickle. This pickle, like wheel. I didn't know type of movement. The pickle stayed on it perfectly and couldn't stop it. One leg in the air, one leg seemed to get off, and he was screaming. It was Janelle Monáe in a panic. And some trash cans hard. And so I run up, and from then, it squishes. Some of his accidents aren't even, like we had classroom fish. It was floating on everything, and it was a different person eat the fish. Every fish last didn't slide, and the top of the fish popped out, landed on the floor, bouncing around a little bit, happened to be walking by. We all screamed. We were like, no! Notified his nickname, standing to us as a clumsy, actually happened to Dallas. Yeah, so we getting some field trip was like a thick itinerary into this Italian place, some spaghetti to go. And of course, throughout the walking around, he tripped. But he doesn't just trip and just normally when you fall, it stays where it is. Kid fell and somehow of the spaghetti from his stomach to the top covered in marinara. There was more marinara sauce on in the to-go plate. And it was a field trip to the book. So if you were all kid covered or going help. I remember Squish got married. I remember a kid, and when his wife told him, wild because when she told it or something, just made two of them. But she said, without missing a beat, Squish has a kid, and this dad. It's wild to me. Wild that the people that I grew up with people. That genuinely feels unacceptable that I grew up with that don't know what they're like. This kid called Squish my dad. That's Squish. Oh, you weren't around, but and I'm thinking about it. I'm older now. They had me. And recontextualize every memory. Here, that I get older, just going about my life. They were the now. But like I'll have a bad day. Oh, this is the worst. And they used to hang out when I was like version of me that couldn't. So you're art, and now somebody that you picking them up from school, back all to figure out what's wrong with something. Don't tell you one because they're being all secretive and everything. Because they can't read to describe what they're feeling. I do charades to see tough. Well, a lot of the moms went to school with, like when you're being a parent right now, feel like I barely did all right. I mean, because for the people who are good person, just make, and the way I look at it, a lot like lunch. As the parent, the person who's trying, kid, you can make them and when I say the best lunch possible, everything that they need, fruits, there's some protein, fiber, everybody forget your fiber. Protein and no fiber. Everything, you got minerals in there, you got the energy, make sure the bones remains healthy. You did everything in the school with that lunch to them around you. You have no idea. Maybe they're going the one sweet thing and they just dump out the rest. I went to school like that. She was a broker. I've never seen anybody she would start lunch, she would end it with sick, and we would all have been had treats because she was the only like during lunch go cookie futures. I'm good for a snack pack. You give me the cookie now, I give now that snack pack a little bit, but you know he's gonna say. And she did this, she finessed the entire everything. And her parents we're not really trying now. Not when we got made. After a while, after I went up to school and she had this always tired and found out later that take her to, she has scurvy. In the it is damn get scurvy day, even by accident. And see, you gotta be eating with the scurvy. Scurvy, being pirate. Because her parents for lunch, the gospel they gave her. Then when you're around her for alone, you can't know what's gonna happen. Like the show on called Adolescence, and I watched it. I think it is a very well made. Heard about the show, and there heard anyone say that the act or that the camera work isn't, but it's heavy, and it brings up a lot about because it's sparked online. It's the most watched in Netflix's history. Finally we're discussing that misogyny has creeped in every facet of society. Like, no, it's a moral panic, but we're blowing it out of proportion. Discussion, I do feel like it's almost it's my favorite show. Ugh. Favorite you watch the whole thing you've ever watched. I'm not like being like my favorite. All right, I mean it's good that that you love playing in your mouth like that, quizzing you while flossing. That's your favorite thing. Teach their own. But it's really important that we have to me think about when I was little, know what it would mean really. Our girlfriends, because adults would like, oh, you're so cute, you must have a friend. Be like, the time, I'm actually quite a lot. But there was someone, I used to eat lunch, and for the whole period of lunch, come over, we chatted over, and we would split my cookie in half, and I knew that I got to at school, my two favorite her, and eat cookie, you know? And so cookie bread, like, all sorts of stuff. I didn't have a girlfriend, but I knew if I was gonna have her, right? This was who I like spending time sharing my cookie with. And one day, to the monkey bars, some swings in to get the shoulders working. And when I wasn't right up on this, but I saw her kissing him. And I was, I didn't even think of kissing. Is that what boyfriends are? We little, so they not even written heads and everything. So I was, cookies every day. She get my cookie tips. To the little castle. And man, I cried. You know, I didn't know what to do to fix the way I was feeling. I had done something wrong. Life happening. Person was someone who I was like, no. You know, when we went back, I couldn't. Teacher said, trying to get me to hit that three kisses. I think it's the discussions that arise I think are important. Whether it feels like it or we are all each other's response. And I think that there's something that's happening to boys online, you know, whatever, red pill. There's a certain fills in some blanks, tells you this is the way of the world, and it's in a show around you don't seem to happen. But you know, when you're in black and white, you have nuance in between I didn't see that as a friend, but she happens to like this person or like this, but I internalized all she likes him because that's gotta be, or she likes him. Everything very distinct, and that's tough. Thing that we would hopefully be better at recognizing. Same thing that young women. Like when I was a kid, teenager and stuff, I was at problems. It wasn't like sure was happening, but let me down that I was talking to, and they said something since, because I was just telling them felt about myself, people around me, and one question, they were like, self. And I couldn't, truth is that I don't think that it's young, and you're just, it's a balance, people around you, and with the tip, you know? If anyone was running up specifically, making they were ugly, that wasn't them around. I have something very similar, boys right now, that's coming from all. I don't think it should ever test. I know one thing in Pat that when someone is hurt, they as a result, but it's not really about who has it. Somebody's going through something. If it's not the person that we just, right? If it's like you something and they're sharing it, the response is backlash, something. And they're being open, responding with like, oh, boo, fine. It's all, but this person is, and they're going through, like we don't really talk about the like body a lot of men have. There are men trying to look like that. Meanwhile, the action figure, like that's not be as big as your head. You just never, how people are built. One does that. And even more than like the thing that I don't think I hear is, I know a lot of men, good men, who have looked at a pool table or a TV and can pick it up. We in this country to men's strength cause of hernias in men. Try to be that person. Wait until we can get some help and they'll be like, you don't think I can? It's not about me. Your legs don't think you can pick it up. Get up. Your glutes don't think you. With some friends, and when the tire popped, immediately, right? And it's his car. He had every spare tire, everything. Forgot the jack. Jack. Straight face. I position everything, get ready to get up, and y'all change, y'all put it back. Pick up what, change what. Y'all pick it up, and it take us a couple tries, but we'll get there. There are two type of people who, one, or I don't just mean men that are strong. I mean like strong men. They all and work out and live almost action figure, but they're not quite so big, right? But there's big head, everything, boulders, and they put them on. Times they pull trucks. They have the and you can see that like he is moving it. Watching on ESPN2. That type of man right there, he'll never, but he can pick up a car. It's gonna be a while before car, okay? Never kill a that quick with it. Onky murdered by punch. That's one of the type of people that. The second type of person is a mother whose baby is, even then, she can pick up the crane out of concern for her child. Think about your joints. Picks up the car, gets the baby afterward. Her ligaments are but so when you've been doing, haven't seen, child under the time much, this is gonna work. And he's like, you don't think about me. Your leg doesn't think you can do it, your glutes. But he wanted to try. And so everybody got in a position, the spare tire, other friends start unscrewing it up. So I just stood there, cord, And we know there's a way to work out. On a lift, there's a way to do deadlift, try squat. You're width apart, you go ahead and make line with your feet so you're not bucked. You go ahead and put your butt, pick it up, you keep your back engaged and everything. You look as neutral and stuff. This man, I've ever seen. This guy, we're like, okay. Y'all, we were like, no, it didn't, because it's a car. How long did you how old are you in? Oh, you know what? That's my bad. That's all I'm doing wrong. I'm going to turn around. Turn around. It's famous for being mud. They go to the Olympics and they pick it up. You know that for around. All right, like, okay. And then he had the, y'all ready? Oh, y'all must have got, this is a car. Feel yourself not moving it. And I knew he wanted to walk off. He was still, oh, y'all not even serious. My job for me. That's don't apologize. Let him. No, but the truth that you think happening, kind of. I'm not saying we fixed it with and there's something laid out all across the internet. Think about the question that I was to hate yourself. In my own head, it's probably to hate yourself. It's probably. We recognize it, see it with makeup when it comes to it, all that stuff. With men, you called out in that same way. I mean, all these dudes, all bros, all these red pill guys is also selling a core. Curious? We were brothers and you wanted to, you selling me? Okay. Some of it, we all of these people, no matter what you're talking about, young boys, people are very young. They're trying to get a sense of fill the lunchboxes. One thing that's assured is these will not just be passed down. I wish it was true. And you can fill that things as possible. But when they're with their friends, when they actually look at what's been given, not just trade it for a bunch of who feel like eating a new person, a person, they hear these, they're taught, this come from. and all of it, but a good portion of it on being on. It's a mistake to just say that go ahead and throw away the computer or anything, because the people out in the world, so those are rampant in the world anyway. But I do think that in how algorithms are built, you show one thing. As a company, is you on the platform. One thing, so they send you, what sends you down around ourselves for falling to serve to us after we just watch one alpaca. Those are sure, they're like, this must go ahead and I'm running them. You know, that I am born. I have my own worries and everything. Have to live is your own. It's not to judge anybody. Because that if I had been born a different time, I'd probably, truly believe. One of the tries to start a clap, but y'all aren't like for claps. But every once in a while, they realize it's not like a every. Oh no! I didn't mind. Let me earn it. Is that like, it's that easy? I think these problems because incel people, stuff like that, and I is truly that whatever people don't really hates. That's where, and I can only imagine now. And I got online, I typed in any platform. Why would she kiss somebody else? I'm in immediately with one prompt stuff, because the people online are not to anyone. Their own experiences and on other people in every situation. I would get from an adult. These things happen. You liked them. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe either way. I know that's hard. People in the world. There are more people in the world than not great at math. That's what I'm not acting like I'm not a sociologist. I don't know what everyone is going through. It's the key. That's what solves one. What do we do? You just as much as possible. All of filled in by the internet, and I don't just mean parents. I mean everyone that people in your life, all the time. You never let a day go by knowing and feeling like it just takes you. And so, like that happen, you type in, the kiss. I'm not likely to me a solid A to the rest of my life. I'm probably gonna be women do. They take cookie. It's coming for your cookie tomorrow. And next time she roll the whole thing. Women down. Cookie. If it even gets that split. I was in college like a lot of people, that I was out there to make all new friends. It was good for me though. I had it with a new environment and where it was all up to me. Go on, do whatever you want. As long as you get cares, as long as you're not causing to say anything. And I had a friend when I was in college. That was formative, because what opens up, and I'm here, but it's true. Especially a man, what happens next now is incredibly important. Almost guaranteed to go back up. It's gonna have it's gonna be even. He's got to talking. I don't even know me things. He told I need depression, his list, all the things that he was missing in the world, and it was not worth, and thought he would never get. Coming out so earned. I told him things, anxiety, my depression, everything that I was going through, how about the world, the people, nothing would really matter if I would, and we shared for a while, and then when it was over, we were the only people, everything else to just take to the grave each other, because there was someone there. Sometimes it happened where like a man don't know what to do. If you really don't know, things are coming at you. Never imagine coming out of this. Just hit them with a what? A good placeholder. Because as men really need, we're like, yeah, you get it. Truly, we shared, we did it out, and it was, and we hug, we tightened our arms around each other. That's how you hug. Watch the end of those men ready to cry, and I don't know what to do, so I gotta. And it was a long hug, because we thought we would never be able to, holding on to each other tight, hard. And I'm not proud of it. What happens in the moment that you open up to another man is I was like, okay, like I just bird by my boy, never. No. But I from person, no matter how you feel, it's gonna be average. Oh, you'll just be this. Someone trying to sell you that so then you can give you their thing. But truly, I can really hear this and understand. Or in the world, when it was told to me for the fuck with me, if you're part of the world, and I hope that you're really worth here. And I think about it because people coming up, they're dealt with before. Like I think of Squish. I was very nervous, father, because he ever seen him hold. Man's, but he is generous, and it'll be a better world like him. I hope that he can turn out the better world, like it'll be a spy.
This is it hurt to watch. This is just stick with me, okay?
The falling off the ladder sales stories.
Oh yeah. Pitch at a funeral.
Oh, this is do not spare a single detail.
Tell it all in order. Go.
I don't even care that I want all the bad from the.
And this.
Willing to say whose funeral?
Oh no, it was not close family moral support because it wasn't.
Here to sell something else.
I was out there selling. Yeah. No, so basically,
I was just like, now these people got money. See where they're going.
Look, if you can afford
or something. Oh no.
Basically, friend, his uncle had passed away, so the person was a family member. I was just there to be nice and everything. So we're the cemetery.
Oh, it's at the cemetery. I was picturing
like he waited until he would have a. He wasn't going to interrupt the. He wanted to go ahead.
He's going to do it when the dirt is when he's going to choose.
Right. So is standing there at a moment where everyone's silent. One says, and I'm standing there with my friend and who I assume or something because it decided that he was there, like
be the deceased brother,
and so could have been all he could be. Already, people were like I didn't know you had a problem with it, and then people were starting to walk away. So now people are walking back to their meet back up for the post and sits and talks and
stuff
and picture stuff. Yeah, I tried to get him in opportunity before he went.
Keep going.
I mean, I guess it's better this way because I won't know what he missed. And at this point, full-blown monsters in their pyramid scheme.
Yeah. So he can't see the...
And then, I don't know who person.
That's a reasonable response.
And so he's like, I'm sucking about. This dude knows opportunity.
Shit, I'm in.
And so,
confidence of that. Oh my!
Person who said, "I'm sorry," with the back of the neck. I don't know what he said. Harrowing into his. And another word. Everyone just, and then we get and drive off to the. Yeah. And so, so then we get and everyone's been outside the house and smoking, inside the house and pitted and stuff and. Talking about the person who passed, I don't know this person that well. I'm just, and then the guy, the pitch guy, eyes are sort of darting around, really looking for whoever grabbed him.
Yeah,
and
I will kill you.
Yeah, and when he walks up to and is like, it's times like these, tell him.
Oh no!
Really good. You really just got if you miss out, and it's happy that went down today. I'm investing in my life unity. And so this guy gonna say whatever whole platitudes, man. It's like
clearly not good at it. And so
Clearly, no one had said what they were selling.
so now he's just out there trying to exist, I guess.
Yeah.
And so then so he's like, something special. I really want you to be in on it, you know? Just
Will you marry me?
hey, because he's like all ass up. Like it's a bunch of and so then he's like in on it with me. And what is it? And he's like, it's like still won't say what.
God, this is so good.
Future. And would you rather now or 40? And really skip pyramid scheme. Wait, what you talking about? Just drop, and then he just moved. Like this is how bad he is. Like have a dismount, stops talking to her, and walks over. I don't see him for a good 30 minutes or an hour with my friend and stuff. And then I'm actually when he like risking the back of the in the general like living room, and then some start coming inside and work them too. Very old man who is clear. Yeah, like. Because you know how they all. There's at least one person that's way older than them. And so they're like
Highlander there. Okay.
They're looking at that casket. He starts talking to this man who's honestly not even like, I'm not even, especially like in there get a little bit vacant. And so he's giving Bill, and this guy's not entering at him quizzically. So he's old with this older dude, right? Grandpa.
At all. Like the old guy is just
He gives him like a classic out, like be part of. I think he called him I think he called him my cluster. Kickback is on in their kickback
glory triangle.
And so
if you're in my success, you and I can make a year.
It can't be a
Exactly. But like one of the points is
it's also
yeah.
Then he finishes his whole, and this old man goes, out of here with that bullshit. This old man says, the guy from before Terry is like across the, what did I tell you? What then walks up to that in the back of the net, just walks out with him, where I am assuming out of him.
Is now buried to this day. I mean, here's the thing. I just a social with to show to not, but to show up to a funeral and be like, make my nut, man. This is make a killing. I weird that horribly.
I mean, they already part with a little bit of money.
Yeah. Some inheritance now that they can.
Willie left you something.
I'm giving you.
Oh,
that's such a good story.
I mean, it says Jesus saves.